Hi, my name is Bianca, and today I'll be sharing a moment in my life. One Sunday morning, I arrived at work just like any other day. But little did I know that that day would mark one of the most significant events not only in my life, but the lives of thousands. I was busy at work when I got bombarded with text messages asking if I was okay and telling me to go somewhere safe. I immediately began to panic. My heart was racing. My mom called me so frantically where I could barely understand what she was saying because she was so panicked. That day, we spent hours in front of the store at the cash register computer with our eyes glued to the screen with Fox News playing in the background. We watched in anticipation to see what the fate of those affected would be. We didn't know what to think. We couldn't wrap our minds around what travesty was taking place in our very own city. On the news, we were told that there was an active shooter right in the Cel Vista area of El Paso, where most of us who are native here, we grew up going to that mall, we grew up going to that Walmart right next door. I immediately texted every single contact in my phone in attempts to assure myself that nobody I knew was there at the scene of that attack. As the story developed, social media blew up, and there was news of there being multiple shooters and that these shooters were associated with a terrorist group. I saw a post in specific stating that this is only the beginning and that that group had planned to attack every major point in El Paso. And what intensified the fear for most of us is we weren't sure what was real. We didn't know what to believe. It left us thinking that even though it wasn't my life taken that day, what if it'll be me tomorrow, or even worse, somebody I love, my family? And that is something that all of us in El Paso are scarred with and forced to deal with every single day. Growing up in a Hispanic household, I was raised to be proud of who I was and where I came from. And hearing that there were people coming to tear away our history in El Paso, and they targeted us simply because they didn't like the color of our skin and the language we spoke, tore me apart. I couldn't understand it. It was then discovered that there was only one shooter who traveled hours out of his way to make it to El Paso with so much hate in his heart that he managed to take the lives of 22 innocent people. And I will never understand how someone could be so callous to commit such a heinous crime. But now, all we are left with to do is remember the victims in our hearts and unite as a community. An appropriate quote for this day I found was from the works of Leo Tolstoy. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, and look around you. Thank you.